Hello and welcome back to SGGT. Today, myself, James and Aaron, we're here. The mid-season reviews. Irons. What's flying off the shelves for 2025? Who's suiting what? It's not going to be a video where we're going to talk about every set of irons. If you want to have a look at that, we've previously done a video where we talk about best irons of 2025. What we're going to look at today is what are the best sellers. We're halfway through the year now, and what are we finding we're getting the best results with? Aaron, do you want to take the one for the... we're going to call it higher handicappers.
Yeah.
And I think it's unfair because quite often we'll find that we'll sell higher handicap, what's perceived as a more forgiving iron to a lower handicapper, and vice versa. You can get a gentleman that plays or a lady that plays off a higher handicapper, their ball striking is amazing, they struggle in another area. So we will categorise it for the purpose of categorising it, but this will vary a little bit.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, agreed. So from a, as you say, higher handicapper type of golf club, it's got to be the high launch variety. Right,
Okay.
so your Mizuno, your JPX 925 HL, that's been phenomenal.
Is that the best one?
That's the biggest seller. Yeah.
I think that's what we need to get this. What is the best seller? We don't need a rundown of them all. We know what they all do.
Yeah.
We've seen that before. Hot metal high launch.
Hot metal high launch is the best seller. Just chucks the ball up in the air, nice sole on it, really user friendly.
Why? What makes it so good?
Loft. So high launch does what it says on the tin.
It's amazing to think that we're talking about a 6-iron at 27 degrees being a high launch iron. Like if you said 10 years ago we were going to have this conversation, we'd be talking about a 27 degree 6-iron being something hot off the face.
Yeah.
We're now at a stage that this is high launching in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, and the way that technology's gone, lofts have kind of gone the same way in terms of just getting stronger and stronger. So just almost reverting back 10 years, 8 years to something that wants to chuck the ball up in the air, something that wants to add spin. Because golf clubs now, they're just inherently difficult to spin, difficult to get good peak height, especially if you don't have lots of speed. And if you do have lots of speed and hit down on it, they're still mega useful.
Just to put that in there, that if lofts hadn't got stronger, the way that CG locations have got deeper in golf clubs, what you'd find is everybody would just hit it to the moon.
Yeah.
So I think a byproduct of golf clubs becoming more forgiving and where weight's being positioned is that lofts have got stronger. For certain golfers in certain cases, there is a benefit to playing a stronger loft.
Yeah.
They can get a stronger flight, they get the extra forgiveness, and as I say, the byproduct is it just goes a little bit further.
Yeah.
But yeah, hot metal high launch seems to be the one that's
definitely
doing well. You think, James, about high launch?
It's definitely the flavour. Yeah, I think because there's a bit of technology in that head, but then again you've got that associated loft. For that golfer who just needs a little bit more helping hand, get that ball up in the air, but still needs a head that's big enough, that's got that technology piece that it's actually going to make a difference to them. That's when these like hot metal high launch irons have really kind of come into their own.
Yeah, good.
It makes just such a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Right, James, mid handicap, where are we at?
It's got to be the P790.
Has to be.
P790, it's a real sort of legacy product these days. It's been around for such a long time, and this new variant has been really good. It looks good, it feels good. It's got that mid-category really sort of sewn up.
Yeah, it kind of sneaks into some other categories a little bit as well.
It definitely does.
We're seeing a little bit more lower handicappers playing it, but certainly from a mid handicap, I would say. You think 790?
Yeah, definitely.
All day long. I think it's progressive, got better over the years as well, isn't it? It's a nicer looking iron.
What about low handicap for you?
I think Strixon ZXi 7. I think what we're seeing now is your lower handicap golfers playing something that's a slightly bigger profile.
Yeah.
They're not playing an iron that they once played. That small-headed iron that everybody in the golf club had. You're not seeing as much of that anymore. So I think ZXi 7, it's just a forged iron. It's not laced with technology. It looks and feels how you want it to feel.
Yep.
But because of the size of it, offers a little bit more forgiveness than some of the other lower handicap ones. It's won a US Open this year. It does well. I like it as an iron. The sole goes to the ground properly. The guys that struggle to flight the longer irons, you can put ZXi 5 in and play about with it a little bit. But no, for me, ZXi 7 is the one that has been doing well for the lower handicap guys. So we're getting to a stage now that golfers don't necessarily play an iron that's in their category.
Yeah.
So you're seeing more and more of...
There's more overlap.
Aye, there's the golfer who his handicap would suggest he's a higher handicap player, but his ball striking is actually quite good.
Yeah.
And he doesn't quite flight it the way that he should, and he ends up playing P770 as an example, because it flights it in the air. The hollow head, there's a lot of forgiveness for the size of it, so he gets quite a lot of that out as an iron, so that does really, really well. And then on the flip side of that, you get the guy that's a low handicapper that's maybe off scratch and wants to get to plus or what, and you're talking fine margins, and how do they get a little bit better every time?
Yeah.
So rather than them playing the blade that they've always played, they almost want to go the other way, and you start seeing 790s and AI 200s, JPX forged, things that are all really, really nice irons. Hot Metal Pro, but they've just got properties that make the game that little bit easier for your lower handicap player. Any other notable mentions, James? Anything else you see doing well in Iron Bay?
I think Strixon's ZXi 5 has got to get a mention.
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those ones that, like, there's quite a few like blurred lines here. ZXi 5 could be for that higher handicap because it's got some loft.
Yeah.
It could equally be for that lower handicap because it's a really clean look. It's a very, very clean looking head. So there's lots of overlap with all these ones.
Yeah.
But certainly for my kind of mid handicap golfer, that's my next notable mention.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think I was cleaning out the garage the other week and I found 545 heads that had in a box in the back of Beyond, and then there was like a 7, there was a 6, an 8, a 9, a wedge or something. There wasn't like enough for a set. And then when you put the wedge down, it looks massive. Whereas when you get to ZXi 5, they've really tidied that up, and it looks like a player's golf club.
Yeah.
Whereas when you looked at 545, like the original ones of this range, it looked big and clumsy. And I understand why a better player couldn't have played it, but a better player could 100% play it now.
Yeah. Yeah, technologies, come on.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your input.
Perfect.
So I think the bit we can all learn from today is all the preconceived ideas that the internet says this iron's for this handicap, or you could only play this iron if you're that handicap. I think across the piece, they all need put in the bin, and until you actually try them for yourselves, you're never going to know what's going to work. And that would be my big take from this. It's until you've tried it, don't rule it out. And that goes for both ways. That's the low guys looking at big heads and vice versa. You need to try them. So to try them yourselves, please head over to the website at sggt.co.uk and get yourselves booked in. And for more great content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.